blessings, light, joy, abundance, mayat, truth, balance, and harmony. This is Glitziya Santewa, doing another video for you all. And I'm at the beach right now, as you can tell, in Hampton, Virginia. I just wanted to talk to my people who are interested in going home to Afrika. And I just want to let you know that when the Spirit tells you it's time to go, come. Okay? When you get that nagging, consistent voice that's in the pit of your body, your stomach, your soul, however you see it, and it says, go home. Go. I want y'all to know that I'll always be an encouragement bridge for my people that want to come home. I don't know why I have this on. Let me try that again. I hope y'all can hear me. Let's try it again. I forgot I had the earphones on. I was listening to some meditation music, and so I don't know if you could hear me with the earphones on or not. Hopefully you did. But I just wanted to say that I'm at the beautiful beach this morning. I've been here since just after sunrise, meditating, playing on my Tibetan singing bowl. My Tibetan singing bowl. Let me play it for y'all. That my friend Ron sent me. Bless his heart. You hear that? You hear it? And as long as you continue to go, round it with the mallet, it will resound such a beautiful tone. And so I've been here meditating today, and the Spirit told me to leave a message, a video for my people. So this is from my people. If you want to come to Afrika, come to Afrika. Okay, I'm not yet in Africa, but soon I'll be going to Africa. So I'm just putting this out there ahead of time so y'all can be preparing if that's what you want to do. Okay, want to see the sights? That's where I am. There's hardly anybody here today because it's early morning. It's about 9 something now, and so I've been out here since about 7, and was woken up by the Spirit that says go to the water. And so me being a mermaid, I gotta come to the water. Yeah, 2 things: mermaid, butterfly. Either I'm flying or I'm swimming. One of those two. Flying on my bike cruise, on my beach cruiser, flying in the air, I'm swimming. So anyway, and I ain't that great a swimmer, actually. I get in the water and I just do my exercise, and I splash around and give thanks and praises to the Most High, to Nu, to Oshun, Yemoyah, and Mami Wata, and to our Creator, to my ancestors. And so it's a ritual for me of love, of thanksgiving, of releasing, of peace and joy. So anyway, so I have to be near water. Wherever I am, I gotta be near water. Got to. So if you gotta be near water, get near water. Yeah, just do it. Nike told y'all what to just do it. Shit. So anyway, I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling happy and hopeful, and just giving thanks for the answers that I need. The Spirit has given it to me, and I'm responding. I'm gonna move on it. Anyway, I just want to let you all know I love you, and for any of you, each of you that want to come home to Afrika, I'll be in East Africa one day soon. To any of you all that want to come home, just reach out to me, and we will connect, and we will see how we can make that happen. Actually was trying to do a little travel business where I could get a little funds, but we'll see how we work it out, where we can have an exchange, and it's not all just taking, and the other person giving, because I'm a giving person. But I do believe that for your energy and time, a lot of times you need to be compensated, whether that be monetarily or other ways. But yeah, whatever I can help you do, I can certainly help you do. If it's something that may require money, then I may say, you know, that's going to take a few dollars for me to research that for you. But I am willing to be a bridge for my people from this land called America, United Snakes of America. Some people call it United Snakes of America, however you want to call it, USA, divided states, divided snakes of America, divided snakes of America. That's probably the best one. For all my people here, you know, in the Caribbean, anywhere that you are on this side in the Western Hemisphere, reach out to me if you'd like to know more about what you can do to come home and how you need to prepare. I did one video, my first YouTube video about a year or so ago, I think, and I did one since, so this is my second one. Hello. I'm going to be doing more in the near future. And so the first one was on things you want to, I think, avoid doing when you come home. Avoid doing the things you want to do. I think it was avoidance. So this one is mainly about just preparing yourself. You know, things you need to do. Let's say 5, we're going to name this 5 things you need to do when you want to go home to Africa. At least to East Africa, because I know East Africa. I haven't been to West Africa yet. I haven't gone to Southern Africa nor North Africa, but a little bit of East Africa I do know, other than being in Zambia, which is part of Southern Africa. I have been there. Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Uganda. Didn't get into Ethiopia. That was just in the airport. Neither did I get into Uganda. That was in the airport, but I can say I've been there. Hello. So anyway, 5 things that you should prepare to do if you want to go home to Africa. Let me fix my little crayon here. I like it to be, you know, very much in the center where my mark is. And we'll have a story on that another day where that came from. But anyway, number 1, you're going to need a passport. I don't care which way you shape it, form, or what have you, you're going to need your passport. So, I don't know if the U.S. is now issuing passports because of this pandemic, scamdemic, but when they do, and if they are now, check into how you can get your passport ASAP. Get your passport. It's probably between $100 and $125, if I remember correctly. Last time I had my renewed, which it may be at the most $150, but I think it's like $125. Mine's been a few years since it's been renewed, and you know prices change and vary. So let me turn around so that I can get the back, because I got plenty of sun on the front today. Maybe y'all can see me a little better too. Number 1, get your passport. You need your birth certificate for your passport. You're gonna need your money. It's like $125, I think, money order. And from what I understand, there's a picture. Yes, you need passport pictures. You can't just take one on your phone and say you want a passport picture. You need to get an official passport picture from somewhere like Walgreens or CVS or places where they do passport pictures. I think it has to be 4 something by 5 something. It has a certain inches by inches that's required. So whatever it is, the official passport size, check into that. So you get your passport. To get your passport, you need those 3 things from the last time I checked. Your birth certificate, the money, which is a money order, and your picture. Okay. The second thing I would say you would need to have, whether this is visiting or moving to Africa, you want to check into your visa. Visa, actually, I've been getting them. The first one I got when I moved to Africa in 2006, I got ahead of time at the U.S. Embassy in Washington, D.C. Took a bus up there, made an appointment. You know, I don't even think I did make an appointment back then. And paid them my $50, and bam, they stamped my passport. The subsequent times that I went to Africa, back to Kenya, it was probably like 2 or 3 times, 4 times maybe. 4 times. So I got the visas at the airport. When I arrived in Kenya, they asked for your $50, and they want $50 in US dollars. They don't want Kenya money. They want $50 US dollars. So don't change all your money when you go. Save $50 for your 3-month visa. That will last you for for 3 months as a tourist in Kenya. Okay, so check on your visa. You can get it ahead of time. I'm not sure with COVID if it has to be ahead of time now, or you can get it at the airport, because everything has changed since this pandemic. Okay, make sure you have that. Number 3, I'd say when you're traveling to Africa, you will need to minimize your wealth. Like, see how I am now? I probably won't be wearing all these gold earrings and necklaces and things when I go. Depends on the area that I go into. You know, the spots that are hot spots for criminal activity. And also, it's not just because of criminal activity, but you don't want to flaunt wealth and money in a country that is wealthy, but a lot of the common people are not wealthy. You know, where there could be impoverished people. So it's kind of like, it's just respect. So certain places I go, I take off certain things. I may put on silver, put on some kind of, you know, coconut earrings, depending on my mood. Sometimes I do wear gold, because I'm a singer, so when I performed in Kenya, I would dress just like this. But I was performing at resort hotels, and, you know, 4- and 5-star hotels and resorts. So that was the clientele that I had. They also had the same type of thing, so it was appropriate. And plus, I'm an entertainer, and so it was appropriate. But when I go into the village, sometimes where I lived, you know, I would change up. So be mindful of your jewelry and the things that you like, a Rolex, things like that that you might wear in America without a problem. But when you go to a developing country, you will need to be a little bit, what's the word, respectful. You want to be cognizant of that. Sensitivity, be sensitive. That's number 3. Be careful of what you wear. Now, not only in the jewelry, let's talk about dress. When you go to a conservative country like Kenya and Tanzania, East Africa, you don't want to be wearing no micro mini skirts, sisters. You can get away with some tube tops, because Africans, you know, they wear tube tops, they wear, you know, t-shirt, tank top, stuff like that. In certain, you know, areas, you just kind of feel where you are and just watch what the people are wearing. You know, you be good with a t-shirt and a nice little skirt to your knees or so. I wear tank tops and tube tops because I'm a rebel like that. I'm like, look, I'm in the motherland. I'm gonna get all this vitamin D, and I tend to wear not micro mini skirts, but mini skirts. So mine will come right above my knee. I don't push the, you know, the button there. I don't wear them all the way up to my thigh there like I do in America. So just be circumspect about, is that the right word, where you are and what the dress code is. On the coast where I stay in Kenya, it's a conservative, it's mostly Muslim presence. So when you have a high Muslim presence, which is different than Nairobi, Nairobi has a high Christian presence. So you can wear practically anything in Nairobi, practically. But in Mombasa, where we stay, you need to be more modest because there's a high Muslim community, and sometimes people will actually approach you and say or do things if you're not dressed appropriately. Yeah, just average people will just walk up and say shit. So be mindful of that, what you're wearing. That's number 3. Number 4, I would say, if you're visiting Africa, please know somebody, you know, have a connect like me. Have somebody that you can trust, that can look out for you, that can give you advice on the things that they know and they've experienced being there, the pitfalls they've fallen in, and the things that can help you. It's always good to have a connection. Someone that can be, you know, that you can trust. You know, when you go to another land that you've never been to, of course, people, you don't know anybody. So you really can't trust anybody. And yes, these are our people, and these are our brothers and sisters, and we're going back home, yes. But don't be no fool. You know what I'm saying? People are people everywhere, just like in America. You go to New York, D.C., somewhere, and tell them I'm back home, and you're from Africa. You know what I'm saying? How the brothers and sisters gonna treat you? Depending on which area you in. In South Carolina, North Carolina, hey, you know, it's a whole different vibe. Hey, how you doing? I have people in North Carolina, Georgia, you know, they just, hey, across the street. I was like, you talking to me? You know me? But they're so friendly, love them. So, you know, Africans are very friendly, but you have to be careful and cautious because, you know, this is the real world. So people, of course, can always take advantage of you. And by you coming from a land that is considered the superpower in this world, most people that I know thought that all Americans were rich. They thought that money grew on trees. And I don't know if they thought it literally or figuratively, but they told me they thought money grew on trees. So, you know, they told me that you find money all over the ground in America. You know, and I said, yeah, you may find some pennies. You be picking all day. So, don't believe the hype, my people. Okay, so number four, I need to write this shit down because I'm even forgetting where I'm at and what number I'm on and what I'm talking about because I'm just free spirit like that. So I think we were talking about, let's see, money. That's number three is what you wear. What was number four? Number four was what you wearing. Yeah, no, we talked about what you're wearing, right? What you wearing. Or anyway, we'll go on to number four to come back to me. Okay, bear with me. Focus, G. Number four, what you need to do. If I said number four, then, you know, forgive me. I'm gonna say it again and do something else. Number four, I would say when you go to Africa. Oh yeah, I know what it was. It came back to, thank you, Spirit. Know somebody, that's it. Know somebody when you go. You know, make a connect before you go, hopefully. And hopefully somebody either from here that you know or that's been there for a while from here, you know, that you can trust. Because see, one thing about us from here, we're not trying to take, for the most part, let me just put that disclaimer in there. We're not trying to take advantage of our brothers and sisters over here in America. We're trying to help y'all get the hell up out of America, out of hell. You know, so, you know, I certainly am not going to take advantage of anybody. That ain't in my DNA. But I do want to help anyone that wants to sincerely come or to visit or to stay. So have a connect, someone you can trust before you just go on over there and spend or even send money. You know, there's been some scams and schemes and people, you know, I've heard have lost money in different countries. It doesn't have to be Kenya. But be careful and be wise. Number five. I would say before you travel to Kenya or any other African country, with your money, let's talk about money. You will need probably, if you're going to stay from about 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks, this is, I think, is the average vacation people would take, 10 days to 2 weeks. You go to a place like Kenya, you will need about, depending on what your lifestyle is, anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 total. You know, depending on where you want to stay, how you want to, you know, how you want to eat. If you want to stay in the posh area town, you want to stay in a medium, you know, income area, or if you want to stay in the bush and chill with the local folk like that. Well, all of them are local, but you know, if you want to chill in the bush where I stay, you know, I go to the city sometimes too and stay in the hotel, depending on how I'm feeling. Then yeah, that's what your budget will reflect. Take at least, if you're gonna stay 2 weeks, if you would take 2 weeks, take at least $3,000. Take $3,000, just because you never know what happens. Okay, your ticket is probably gonna range anywhere from about, we're looking at now about $600 or $700 with this thing that's going on. So tickets, you know, they lower the price a little bit. They could come down a little bit. I'm waiting for $500. But your ticket can range anywhere from $600 something to $1,500, maybe $2,000, depending on which time of the year you go. If you go from around, I think low season starts again around October, November. October, November, you're gonna have a cheaper ticket than if you go in December near Christmas. January, I think it drops, probably near the end of January after the holidays and things are over. And then, so you'll have low season then from about January, February till about May. May, early June. I say May to be safe. Early June, perhaps. But by June, July, August, September, it's going to be high season. So that's when the tickets are going to be the highest. Okay? So when you go, plan the time you want to go ahead of time. Get a reputable, you know, I use different companies online. You know, I've tried a couple. Some of them are good, some of them are mediocre. Have a backup like a credit card. Debit card, from my understanding, you can use for most major banks. It's always good to have a backup though, just in case, like a credit card, because I don't even think I used my debit card there, did I? Probably in the bank it works, as I remember, because it's Visa. If it's Visa, MasterCard, it should work anywhere in the world. Okay? But always have backup money, so take cash. I take cash when I travel, and I take about usually less than $1,000. I can be good with about. Well, me, I'm staying, on the compound. I got a house there, and then my mom is there, and my stepdad. So I can go with $300 to $500 and be good for 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and probably come back with money. But when you go, after you buy your ticket, take at least about $2,000. So budget about $3,000 total for 2 weeks. And if you don't use it, you just bring it back and pay some bills. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is it's best to have it, or back up with somebody can send you Western Union, because you can get Western Union at any bank. So that's not a problem. If you run out of money and you can call somebody and say, look, send me another $200, that'll work. Western Union works everywhere. It's in the bush too. So, that ain't no big deal. Traveler's checks we don't do anymore, so don't worry about those. Cash, I take cash. And you declare that when you get on the airport. It'll say how much cash do you have, how much, whatever. You just do that. Don't take no whole lot of cash. Don't be going over there with no $5,000 of cash. If you're going to do that kind of money, put that on a credit card or, debit card. You know what I'm saying? Just be smart. When you get there with your money, you can either change it at the airport. Some people change it before they go out the country, which you can at some banks, big banks. I think Bank of America would do international currency. But if not, you can change it when you get to the Kenyan airport. You can change the money. They'll have a Forex bureau there. You can change it in the mall. They have Forex bureaus there. You can change it at practically any bank. Well, not all banks actually. Some of the banks will have money changers, but they have things in Kenya called Forex bureaus where they're just a business that changes money, all kinds of currency into Kenyan shillings. So don't have to worry about that. You can do that when you arrive. Okay? Do not, and I repeat, do not change your money on the street, because they're not going to give you a good rate. There are money changers on the street, black market they call it. They will give you a lesser rate than what the actual rate is for the dollar. So in an instance where you're desperate, like I had to do one time, you may have to resort to the Somalis on the black market. But normally, and the only reason I had to do that is because the money was more than 10 years old, and I didn't realize that was the rule there, the law in Kenya. That's another thing I'm bringing up, point number 6. Let me add this bonus. Make sure your money, when you take cash, is no older than 10 years. It's not 10 years or older. Get it less than 10 years. Go to the bank and say, this series right here, I'm going to need the date to be less than 2010. I mean, greater than 2010. So 2011 up. Okay? 2015 is better. The higher you are, the newer it is, the better, because banks there and Forex bureaus there will not exchange your dollar if it's 10 years and older. Okay? So that's another little point. Make sure your money, and see, we don't look at the dates on our money. We just, give them the money. Make sure your money is 10 years or older. Okay? Or younger. My bad. It's younger than 10 years. Y'all get me? Feel me? So then you won't have to do like I had to do when I went to last year and change it on black market, because some of my money, some of it was newer and some of it was older money. Okay? But yeah, that's pretty much all you need. And if you're just visiting, 2 weeks, you'll be good. You'll have a 3-month visa. You can travel wherever you want in Kenya. When you go, they're gonna ask who you're visiting, what's their address. If you're just going on holiday, just say on holiday. You want to put my information, you can put my information as a person you're visiting. If you inbox me, I can give you my address or whatever, P.O. box and stuff, and name, and that way you can reference me. So anyway, those are the things I wanted to tell you all that are interested in leaving America, either for good or just for a little exploratory trip, which is good, Take the family on a little vacay, for 2 weeks in Mombasa, Kenya. It's a lovely place. The only difference that I've found since COVID that is required is there, from what I understand, that a COVID test is needed within 96 hours of your flight. I ain't looking forward to that shit when I go, but yeah, that's the only stipulation. Different than just having your passport and your visa. is now COVID test is due. They will take your temperature when you arrive at the airport. As long as everything copacetic, you don't have to quarantine. If you got a temperature, there's going to be an issue. You have to quarantine for 14 days. So make sure before you leave, you ain't got no temperature. Take your temperature at the house. Okay? Let's see. And that's it. And so if you all have any questions or any concerns, any whatever comments, just let me know. I'll reach back out to you. This is Glitza Ya Santewe once again. Ya Santewa once again, saying I love y'all. Peace, love, justice, balance, and harmony. And I see y'all on the other side in Africa, man. Peace out.